Right, how about that, huh? That's Hall & Oates.
Gosh.
Yeah, hey, we still got someone of the studio audience here, huh?
The one guy's waving.
Yeah.
It's like, looks like he
That's
just
how,
had a,
that's how he's a
looks like he just had a baby and it's us.
Mike Guido's here, Tom Kenny. We even have
Tom Kenny. It's that instant recognition.
Bob
that can
Weeder
make a
from the
career.
Chronicle over here, too. Writes all about
Big
comedy and
bad
does a good
Bob.
job, I might add.
Darn good job.
Gosh, he's great. He's terrific. He's wonderful. It's because he's going to be writing something about me, and I just, how much is it going to cost to do it right?
It depends on.
I mean, can you be bribed? Wait a minute. Bribed here?
Very easily. Yeah, it's really easy.
Now, what's the rate? Like really glowing things? How much is that going to cost me?
Glowing things would probably. I'd like a 15-year-old bride for that kind of stuff.
15-year-old bride. Would you just settle for Tracy Lords?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yes. In fact, I'd go to Lords for Tracy Lords.
Yeah, little Tracy Lords, right?
Yeah, she'll cure what ails you.
You see one of her films and you throw your crutches away. It's
Hallelujah.
And fall on your.
You fall on your what? Yes, right.
If you don't pay off Bob, there's a picture of the little man giving you the finger. So
yes,
it's
right.
Right next to you.
Puking over the chair in front of him. They used to have. Wasn't their position that the man was in? I mean, I think that they've done away with.
Thanks, Guido.
Yeah, it was a self-abuse thing for Mitchell Brothers.
I say okay. We'll be right back. The lifesavers, the drowning twins there
Give
left.
yourselves a round of applause and don't forget your waitresses.
Yes, right.
Those are the homeless.
Right. I love Tom the other day, Tom Kenny, the other day at the wedding. You were doing the toast. That was a very nice toast. It was like a toast that
Thank you.
you'd seen at other weddings and you figured you'd do. And then you started saying, after the toast and everybody had a drink and everything, you went, and now I'd like to tell you about the differences between the East Coast and the West Coast.
Folks, Tom was very loud and unoriginal. Largely.
That would be a good act, isn't it? President
Yeah.
Goldthwait's wedding. Do you take?
Oh, it's so funny. Yeah, he actually
Thank you very much.
had trouble repeating one of the lines of the ceremony, and I said, just... He starts cracking up.
Well,
The Reverend gives me this
there's
strange
always
look.
something that has to screw up at a wedding. In my third marriage, as the rabbi was giving the spiel, as it were, my bride-to-be started breaking out laughing. And then every time she'd keep her head bowed, and every time she'd look up and look at me in the face, she'd go,
He looks
and I'm
like
going,
Billy
this is
Gibbons.
really a moment to remember, you know.
It was like when that old guy married that 15-year-old.
Will you not lay off that poor guy?
That older, sorry. No, I'm not knocking the guy. Love is love. Gotta do.
How old are you, Guido? Huh? 32?
30.
What's the youngest you've gone out with?
Well, when I was 14, I went out with a 12-year-old.
I'm talking about after
Her
18.
parents pissed.
Watch
I mean,
kicked
upset.
off. Yeah.
Which Hoffman?
Upset.
No, I mean, I feel sorry for that. I mean, I kind of feel sorry for that guy because he is going to get a bad time. But I think he knew that before he went in.
Right,
this thing,
it takes
you know.
takes guts
Hey,
to do that.
Must be in love.
you know what they say. The lure of ring is strong.
The Lord.
He knew those Menudo albums would.
Yes, right.
And I like to toast with Coke.
Yeah, it's a Menudo marriage. As soon as she turns 16, she's out. Yeah. Hello, good morning.
Honey, I don't know how to tell you this. I cracked up the skateboard.
Hello.
Yeah, talking about love, Alex.
Yes.
This is Jeff from Noe Valley.
Yeah, how's everything there at the Noe Valley newspaper?
Not bad, not bad.
Yes.
Just fine, but I've been listening to Mr. Kenny's remarks this morning.
Yes.
And I thought it was about to clear something up about my sexual preference.
Oh, that was Jeff who wrote the
Oh,
letter.
that was Kalis.
Yeah, that's me. And listen, in case of any doubt, I want to make a public announcement. I'm engaged to be married.
Wow.
And I'm inviting you all to
I hope you and Ricky Schroeder are happy together.
Leaving the door.
No, see, I didn't put two and two together. There was like this love letter to Alex signed by a guy named Jeff. So it seemed like the opportunity
No, you
for
are-
some
you are
zany
getting married?
homophobic wisecracks.
You are getting married, Jeff?
I am.
Are you fighting for the honor of this 15-year-old or what? What's the story here?
No, she's 28.
28. And where did you meet?
We met at an ex-girlfriend's barbecue on Potrero Hill.
So you went at an ex-girlfriend's place. That's very nice.
Mm-hmm.
That's kind of romantic.
Jeff, you're not mad, are you?
Who, me?
Yeah.
Nah.
I didn't put two and two together. Jeez.
Well, you're a comic, not a social scientist.
He's seen your act.
Thank you very much for your call, Jeff.
Okay, have fun, you
and
guys.
when's the wedding?
Probably next year.
Next year. Okay.
I'll send you an announcement.
Okay, great. Thanks a lot, Jeff.
Okay, bye-bye.
Not a social scientist.
Yeah, hello.
Morning, Alex.
Good morning.
Bob from San Francisco here.
Hi, Bob.
Tom, you remember me. I gave you a ride home Friday.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I just want to correct Jeff. I majored in social science and have a master's in it from 3 different colleges.
And even though I gave him a ride home, nothing
Comedy
happened.
is actually my second calling, but I am known as one of the leading minds in the field of social science.
Well,
Jeff, thank you.
But we might mention that degree is from Oral Roberts University. So
Anal Roberts, Oral's brother.
All right. No, I got a question, Tom. Where's Goldthwait? Where's the wedding? I mean, did he go formal?
Very formal.
Oh, Lord.
There's this very nice this house you can rent in order to. It's like a hotel, one of these house hotels that you can rent actually, and you hold the wedding there and you stay there.
You
and
like
everything.
rent the entire Victorian, and then they let you do whatever you want with it. You know.
Yeah.
Amazing.
With these terrible
whether it's a wedding or a Caligula orgy, we'll do it.
It's a very nice place, but it had these terrible pictures up on the wall. Did you see some of these geeky pictures?
I did see some of those paint by numbers of Emmett Jr. and stuff.
Goldthwait and something like that, one of those touches out of the Dynasty collection. Did he like dap his hair up and all that, or?
No, you have no idea. You know,
He looked like a regular
a
Joe.
wedding ceremony is the great leveler. You can get the biggest joker in the world. You know, who's armed with poo-poo cushions and stuff. And when it comes to his wedding, you suddenly become very reverent because it suddenly hits you that you're going to only go through this once. You got to remember this all. If you did something stupid, you're going to have to live with it.
Well, yeah, it's not even that. You're just saying, well, this is something hopefully irrevocable, so I better take it seriously.
And also, you're doing it. You're not so much doing it for each other because you've already fallen in love. You've already made that commitment. You're doing it for the parents that are there and so on. So you become a little more reverential than you would.
Yeah.
You know,
Comics take marriage seriously, but rock stars don't. Like you know what I mean? When somebody from Duran Duran gets or something,
I think almost everybody expected that there would be like a wacky time there, and it wasn't really a wacky time.
He didn't hold up an applause sign or anything.
No. You know, I mean, but you know, it was. I think just a very nice, tasteful event. I mean, I hate to let you all down. I wish we could say it was like he showed up wearing red sneakers and.
Hey, Zed's getting married.
Taking
a shower.
Yeah.
I did it. My
Police Academy 4, you know.
Yeah, when I gave the vows, I stuttered. It sounded like a little like Woody Woodpecker. It's like, I do?
Yeah.
Yeah, it made my wife feel good.
If you're going to get a little, it's like at the reception afterwards, you know. But it was, I think, a very sedate wedding, very nice. I love Goldthwait's parents. I think his father looks like a Muppet. You know, it's like a sweat.
Yeah, he jumps through a hoop pretty good, too.
This was my dad.
That wasn't his father on the.
Yeah, that was a stand-in dad. Goldthwait's, yeah. This was my dad, Beaker.
But it was nice. There were a lot of the old San Francisco people here too. You know, like Pritchard was there, and Linda Hill, and Reuben and Pearl.
Who else was there?
Kravitz.
Kravitz was there.
Phil Van T was there. There's a lot of people there.
Yeah,
Sue Murphy
comics.
was there. A lot of the Boston comics.
Yeah, it sounds like a...
Dee Snider and his green baseball mitt.
Anyway, give me a call, Tom. We'll rip and kill some beer or something.
Okay, Big Bob, we'll do that.
And we'll talk to you later.
See you later, man.
Yeah.
Big Bob, you know Big Bob?
Big Bob?
Yeah.
Big Bob.
He's like this big stage hands union actor guy that looks like Randy Quaid.
No.
No.
I don't think I met him. I may have, but... Hello, good morning.
Good morning, Alex.
Yes.
I can identify with these guys who are going out and picking up on younger women.
But you got to admit that's a little extreme.
How
Well,
old
he's
are you?
49 and 15. You know, some people just can't get away from the Cabbage Patch craze, you know?
Yeah.
She comes with her own birth certificate.
Yeah, but you can change your name if you want to.
Oh, yeah. But I mean, when you think about it, now, what would you rather wake up next to? An old, crinkled, prune-shaped woman with a mustache, or a young, very
No, wait a minute.
What do you
Hold
say
on.
we send the Grey Panther hit squad over to your house?
You're
Granny
assuming.
or Ellie Mae.
Hold on a second. You're assuming that any woman over 40 has a mustache and it looks like a prune. I mean, there's one woman I know that I was going with for a while that was like about 42, and I got to tell you, she could give most 15-year-olds for their money. Okay.
No, I dated one girl.
The only trouble with some women over 40 is they believe the myth that you're supposed to give up. That's all.
I
What?
dated several older women, and one in particular, she was 38, absolutely stunning. The only problem was the relationship was more of a condescension on her part, where you're here to make me look good, so why don't you just behave yourself?
I went
So
out
you
with
were
her.
just a gigolo?
And I after 2 dates, I said, no, wait a minute.
I don't care how good the money is. I'm quitting.
Exactly. I want you to scale. Come on.
I ain't signing nothing.
At least not
How
my
old are
name.
you?
Pardon?
How old are you?
25.
Okay,
Ah,
so
God
yeah,
bless
Well,
you.
you
you're
see,
older than me.
I'll tell you the other problem with women who are like hit 40, and believe me, as a guy who is in that age group, looking for someone in my own age group, it's difficult to find women that age, only because most of them, A, have given up, or second, by that time are so bitter about guys.
Yeah.
That they do have that attitude, either that or they're so bitter about guys that you haven't got a chance of proving that you're a decent human being.
Exactly.
Especially when you're like me and you aren't a decent human being. So
Yeah.
That the
maybe
male-
that's why it's
male of
difficult
the
for me.
species is merely scum, and that irritates me.
Service me, you
Ah.
stud, and then leave. Well, look, hey, guys have been doing that for years, and we, basically,
That's right.
Yeah. guys always have those reserve phone numbers at home of those women they don't go out with all that often, but when it's really a lonely night.
Yeah, and we're getting yelled at for not calling them. Now, the thing is, most of the time when we meet somebody, say it's in a bar, for example, we're usually 3 sheets to the wind, and opposite member is 3 sheets to the wind.
I'm always
and we think
sober.
about
I'm
it.
always sober, so they even look uglier in the morning.
Exactly.
Yeah, because I don't even have a hangover to kind of let it take my imagination.
Yeah, just to make it worthwhile.
I mean, when you wake
get
next
all
morning
of
and
that.
you know you have no excuse, you
Oh,
weren't
yeah.
drunk the night before,
Yeah.
you really have some answering to do to yourself.
I want to get one of those George Jetson beds that turns into a toaster and pops him out of the apartment in the morning. Boing, bye-bye.
Come on, you just want the dog. We know about you, Tom.
I'll tell you what I've learned, though. If time and age has given me anything, it is the wisdom to know this, that when you go out with someone, it should be, and you maybe take them home and you bed them, whatever, it should be somebody that you're willing to wake up the next morning, look at and say, hey, you want to have some breakfast?
Yeah.
And not after you're through having sex, think to yourself, as Pearl has so often mentioned, you start hearing your record collection saying, if you got rid of her, be alone together. You know?
You know, too bad I don't have this on tape. I don't want to go through it again.
I mean, no, what I'm saying is that you should make the one constant judgment, not let your so-called genitalia drag you around, and that is
Yeah, but this is a guy calling, if she's over 30, she's dried up and old.
the criterion I always use now is if I go out with this person and if I go out with this person and I don't wind up having sex with them, well, I still have had a nice time. And if the answer is yes, then you go out with them. And if the answer is no, I don't care what they look like, how gorgeous they are, how sexy they are. It really isn't worth the conquest. The main thing is missing, and that is that right after it's over, you're going to feel guilty about trying to throw
As
her
long as
out.
they're well
Yeah.
read.
You know,
See, yeah, the problem is that both sexes age. So, I mean,
there's nothing wrong with age.
yeah, I know, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
He's acting like time is standing still for him, and like women are
Oh,
the
hey,
only
it's
ones
ticking
getting
away
old.
for everybody, even the most.
His hairline's receding, too. He just
Yeah.
doesn't know it.
I mean, even someday Morgan Fairchild will be ugly. All right, so
I don't think she's too hot now.
I think
yeah.
yes was that day.
yeah. But and Robin Leach with age may get better looking. So
Maybe I'll
That's
stop
doubtful.
screaming.
thank you.
You can only do so much with an amoeba.
Well, just remember something. It's been my quote all my life.
Closet.
Just remember that good looking eventually becomes uglier. But ugly. Can I say something here? Ugly always stays ugly. So we're prepared for the future. Okay.
You got a point there, Alex.
Thank you for calling.
Take care.
Bye bye. We'll be back.
On my way to work one day, on the radio, I heard about the store, Against Sweet Diamonds, and they mentioned that I could actually open a credit account by phone. And so on my break, I decided to give it a try. I called them up, and they were so helpful on the phone. They took down some information, and they said they'd call me back in a little while. That's what they did. They called me back. They said they approved my credit, that I could come in and pick out whatever I wanted that evening. So I said, okay, it sounds easy. So I went there, and when I walked in, they had this beautiful selection. Diamond rings, pendants, earrings, gold chains, beautiful wedding sets. I couldn't believe it. The hardest part about the whole thing was actually picking out what I wanted to buy my girlfriend. Walking out of there, I felt great. They really care there. At Gensler Diamonds, they're just the greatest.
Visit Gensler Lee Diamonds in San Rafael on 4th Street at A and in Fairfield on Texas, also in Concord, Hayward, and Sunnyvale.
Look at this.
What is it?
When I opened a Security Pacific discount banking account, I got a checking account free of monthly service charges. And this free book full of coupons good for big discounts on everything from airlines to zoos. Look at these pictures.
Those aren't pictures, they're coupons.
Look, we get great discounts on airline travel, up to $100 off a ticket. Here's the pool at a fine hotel where we get 50% off. Here's where we save 50% at restaurants.
I see it.
These show how we save at movies, concerts, sports events. And with a Security Pacific discount banking account, there's no monthly fee if you write 10 or fewer checks per month and keep a $100 minimum balance. Plus, you have unlimited use of 24-hour ready tellers.
No monthly fees on checking? So what do you have to show for that?
This.
Discount banking, discount fun. Only from Security Pacific Bank. Certain restrictions apply. Details at any Security Pacific Bank office. Member FDIC.
Refreshing attitude. Things get hot. Cool is all you got. Doing it country cool. Doing it country cool. So chill on out when the heat comes on with the cool, smooth Mountain Dew. Doing it country cool. Get it done. Doing it country cool. Doing it country cool. Doing it country cool.
The bike is back just in time for Matthew's biggest ever Labor Day weekend extravaganza. Mountain bikes, touring bikes, men's and women's models. While we're taking inventory, the Matthews crew is uncrating and assembling hundreds of bikes. So after 2 p.m., call me Steve at Matthew 15 Speed and head for Matthews. Enjoy free hot dogs and refreshments and get your choice of bikes with audio video from as low as $168. Like a Fisher high-speed dubbing home stereo cassette deck, $168 with bike. Factory refurbished Pioneer AM/FM cassette car stereo with auto reverse, full range dual cone speaker pair and bike, $198. And every day in Labor Day, Matthews will install your new car stereo on the day you buy or refund your installation charge and finish next day for free. Join Matthews' party. Have free hot dogs while we install your new car stereo. Sony Trinitron monitor color TV with remote and bike, $398. Mitsubishi 4-head VHS recorder with 14-day 8-event timer, wireless remote, $468 with bike. Use our instant credit plan. Bank cards, personal checks welcome. Starts 2 p.m. sharp. Matthews, 6400 Mission, top of the hill, Daly City.
Tommy T's Comedy House brings you the funniest local and national comedians every week. This week's lineup in San Leandro features John Donovan with Frank Ergus on Wednesday and Sunday, and Marty Party Hardy Cohen with Stretch the Mountain Man, Thursday through Saturday. For complete details, call 351-LAFF. Tommy T's in Concord stars Chicago Steve Barclay, plus Mike Ferrucci and Jim Ninopolis. For more information, call 686-LAFF. Beginning this week, Tommy T's brings their award-winning comedy to Hayward. That's right. Tommy T's announces the newest of the new comedy clubs, located in the foothills of Cal State Hayward at 247-44 Mission Boulevard. Starring John Donovan with Frank Ergus. Call 881-4789 for showtimes and details. For the best in comedy, week after week, it's Tommy T's Comedy House, located near you in San Leandro, Concord, and Hayward.
All right, well, we're we're back again. We've been discussing about why you don't take spouses and stuff to gigs, but
for their own protection.
For their own protection, right?
I mean, I wouldn't be there if I didn't have to. So, why bring another
Well,
person?
as I was saying, a lot of people say, well, gee, don't you bring your...
I never see you with your girlfriend.
Yeah, exactly. And the thing is that, guys go to office jobs, they sit there at a desk, and the wife doesn't sit in the corner watching them work.
Right.
Right. It's the same thing. You're working here. You're working.
Yeah.
You're working. Tom Kenny tonight is at the Daily Planet up in Santa Rosa, new club up there. And Mike, where are you going to be?
Kent.
Well, Thursday through Saturday at What's on Second in San Mateo.
Who are you there with?
I think Susan Healy.
So, oh, great.
Yeah.
She's
You're at
great.
Rooster T. Seconds, aren't you?
And then Rooster T. Feathers I'm also at, but I didn't
He
know
double
about that.
booked.
I don't know.
He double booked.
Good.
This guy is just working. He's got himself.
Killing me, but-
He's got himself around more than a cheap suit. This man here.
His Breaking Hearts tour.
What was I going to say? There was something about. We were talking about love and. Anybody have anything else they want to say? 478 KITS. Any last words on this whole thing about love and relationships and age and all
Albert
of that?
Einstein.
On the other hand, if the guy, if a woman was 49 and the guy was 15, that would really be a scandal. I mean, they'd even
Right.
hate that more than the other way around.
Right.
Why do we think that's worse? There's no difference.
Yeah.
But we would have gone.
Oh, yeah, she'd be slandered forever.
I don't know. I think that takes a lot of courage on both.
Well, here, I'll just take these calls cold here. Oh, okay, she's going to.
Because they had, I mean, when they decided to get married, they had to say, we're going to take a raft of proof
Right.
for this.
It's like, guess who's coming to dinner?
I wonder if he said that, though. It didn't sound like he was that aware of the problems that would occur.
Yeah, definitely.
Well, how long had he been married to her? Did he
Huh?
say? Were they married a long time?
He didn't say how long they were married. It didn't sound like it was a long time. No. I mean, if he's married a year, she's been married to him for a whole 15th of her life.
Let's see. When did we get married? When did cheerleading season
Because
end?
I was thinking about the Gulf weights. I mean, are they going to measure their marriage and what what the police academy is doing? Well, we've been together since police academy too. Yeah, we're already on 10. Why? We must have been married 7 residuals ago.
We were married in the year 4PA.
Right. Because he is going to do Police Academy 4, right?
Oh, you betcha.
Yeah.
Hey, why don't you bring your girlfriend out to gigs more often? So we won't have to meet people like you.
Yeah.
Oh, just asking.
Nice talking to you. Can you sign this?
Police Academy 6, Jason lives again. Let's see here. Hello, you're on KITS.
Yo, Alex.
Bobby Orr is Jason.
What's up?
Yeah. Is this the Zoo Crew?
Yeah?
Is this the Zoo Crew?
Yeah. Anyway, what can we do for you?
Well, there was that guy that called a few minutes ago about drinking and picking up women.
Yeah.
I was the real ugly way. I go out absolutely stone cold sober now. About a year ago, I was living in Virginia Beach.
Yeah.
In just a party in town. And we used to sit there and say, I'm going to drink until she looks good enough to go home with. And one morning, I woke up next to an absolute water buffalo. I mean, she was the
Fred
type-
and Barney.
What's that? Huh?
Yeah.
What?
An absolute water buffalo.
Yeah.
And Barney said. But why do we refer to women that way? I mean, I'm sure she didn't look like a water buffalo.
Maybe
Well, let me put it to you this way.
I mean, we're not all gorgeous, I mean, but I bet you're not terrific yourself.
Actually, I'm pretty good looking.
And modest.
Come on, yeah. Come on, he tended bar in Virginia Beach. He's a stud.
Yeah, but if you were a woman, what would you not like about you?
If I was a woman, I'd probably say I'm too skinny.
Okay.
Oh.
All right.
Because I'm 6'3", 155 pounds. But it's well proportioned.
Yeah, but you may be lousy in the sack.
No.
No, it can't be that.
No guy will ever admit to that.
You want to find out, big guy?
I just pump it. That's me.
I haven't. But you see, he.
Johnny Endurance Head.
Yeah, he doesn't have the right idea on how you have this. See, you have to do this. You say, I'm terrible in bed, but I'd like to learn how to be better. Won't somebody please teach me?
Well, Alex, what women really like about me is my all-encompassing modesty.
Yes, right.
I can go like a rabbit, I'm great looking, and I'm rich.
Yes. You put it to me what way? You're not going to put it to me any way, because you're too skinny.
Well, that's true.
Yeah, thank you. That about winds it up today, boy. Tomorrow on the show, Bubbles and Suds.
That's going to be funny.
All right.
Larry Bubbles Brown, Dana Gould, and
Dana
Mike
Gould,
Meehan, which means that if Mike Meehan and Bubbles are here, I guess Bobby and Bruno Bitter will probably make their appearance too, and stucco will be coming off the ceiling.
Yeah.
Women will be giving birth. People will be getting married. Lives will be changing. Jason lives. Hail the Antichrist. I don't know.
We get some letters about that one.
What, Hail the Antichrist?
Yeah.
Well, isn't it Scott Baio, just like Goldthwait says? Yes.
Scott Baio.
Anyway, hey, thanks to the Hardy Souls who stuck around to the bitter end here this morning. And thanks once again to Tom Kenny, one of the funniest human beings on any planet.
Including the Daily Planet, where I'm at tonight.
Who should have been in the finals of the comedy competition this year and probably should have won it, because I think he's a funny human being. And
gave me the opportunity to go back to work.
But I'm so happy for Jake, too, because Jake is also a very,
Jake is
very
hilarious.
funny human being.
For once, a logical winner. I like that.
For a change, I don't have too many gripes about who won.
I don't have any.
You
Jake's
know,
amazing.
I don't have any gripes about who won, actually. I have gripes about who lost.
Congratulations.
You know, I mean, there's recognition that should be had for a lot of other people that don't get it. But anyway.
Sicer should have been there higher than third. I booed.
You weren't alone on that, Thomas.
Yeah.
Actually, I booed during the
winds up. Did we get? Did we book? Did we make that major booking?
Yeah.
What do you mean? Now, what day is it? September 10th?
September
10th. What?
September 10th on this very show.
Miss Nancy is coming on?
No.
No?
Better than that.
I thought she apologized.
Better than that, ladies and gentlemen. Following on the heels of Muttley, the dog on Channel 5. Following on the heels. On September 10th on this show, Morris the cat will be here. Morris the cat.
Here's an interesting story about some of Muttley's animal friends.
Now, I got to tell you, well, I'll tell you the story about Morris later on. But meanwhile, we have to go because Mark Van Gelder is in next over most of these same stations.
What day is Morris on?
Strike the set, call it rap, go home. What?
What day is Morris on?
The September 10th.
They're not going to do that tired old people in the news segment again. Not letters, we get letters.
Give yourself a big round of applause there, folks. We're here from San Francisco's very own